In Chapter 13 of your text, the author introduces the concept of scenario analysis as a method for organizations to evaluate the risk associated with proposed investment opportunities. Your textbook displays a detailed analysis of cash flow projections under 3 scenarios. Each scenario uses a set of value drivers that quantify an expected or base case, a worst case, and a best case of cash flows for a proposed investment over a given period of time. With this information, we are able to determine the net present value of the cash flow estimates and calculate an internal rate of return. The information assists us in evaluating the probability of success on the proposed investment. Determining the risk associated with the financial return is crucial to our decision process. To facilitate the number crunching for each of the scenarios, we can use a spreadsheet template like the one you see shown here. The template has been programmed in Microsoft Excel with all the formulas needed to calculate net present value and internal rate of return for each of the 3 scenarios. This particular template was built to evaluate investments with a 5-year life. Notice the yellow highlighted cells in the template, especially under the input solution area. These are the cells that are used to input the value drivers to the template so the template can make the calculations. At the bottom of the input solution area are blue highlighted cells. These provide the net present value and internal rate of return solutions for each of the scenarios. To analyze the results, we compare the internal rate of return percentages to the discount factor. It's up on the left-hand side of the input area. The discount factor, or hurdle rate, is the minimum rate of return that the company will accept on investment projects. In this particular case, the discount factor is 10%. The base case results show a 48% return. The best case scenario has a 158% return. However, the worst case scenario has a negative 9% return. Depending on the probability or weight given to each of the scenarios, for example, if the worst case scenario has a low probability, this proposal looks like a potentially good investment opportunity. To further analyze the investment opportunity, you can use the sensitivity area to adjust the value drivers. For example, if we want to know what the impact will be on net present value or internal rate of return if our sales volume misses our original estimate by 10%, we would adjust the sensitivity percentage downward to 90%. We can see that the internal rate of return drops from 48% to 38%, but it's still a favorable return. You can adjust the sensitivity percentage levels on one or more value drivers all at once to modify the scenarios for different circumstances. If you're interested in learning more about how the template actually works, you can review the area under Analyses further on down on the worksheet. This area is a section that's all detailed for calculations laid out year by year. So you can see that the template minimizes the clerical efforts required to be performed for scenario analysis. However, the quality of the end results requires the user's judgment and ingenuity in creating the estimates for the value drivers and degrees of probability for each of the scenarios.